press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, now once again we are here with the same lesson, the 3 questions. Now we will discuss the second part of this lesson. So I hope you remember the first part of this lesson. Let's recall for the 2 minutes. That is, the king wants to know the answer for the 3 particular questions. For that, he ordered the people that the person who will answer the particular correct exact answer for that 3 questions, he will be rewarded with some amount of money or as a prize. When the people came to answer the questions, the answers were totally different from each other. And the king was not satisfied with the answer received from the people. Then what happens? He decided to go to hermit and to ask about these questions, to know the answer about these questions. And the hermit, who was popularly known for his wisdom, he was the one who is able to answer for these questions. For in such belief that king went to the hermit and he requested the hermit to answer the questions. I will repeat the questions for you once again. That is, what is the right time to begin something? Which people should I listen to? What is the most important thing for him to do? So these were the questions asked by the king. When he came to the hermit was busy in his work. He was digging the ground up. After waiting for some time, the king requested hermit that he will do the work for him, and he requested to give the spade, and the king started to do the work. After doing the work, in between again he started to ask the questions to the hermit. These are the questions what he asked to the hermit, but hermit did not answer for that. He did not respond to the questions asked by the king. So what is that reason? That we will come to know in this second part. Then when the king asked the question to the hermit, he didn't get any answer. So I will repeat the questions once again. That is, how can I learn to do right thing at the right time? The same question repeated in the different way. That is, how can I learn to do the right thing in the right time? How should I come to know that this is the particular correct time to start my work? How should I know? That was the question. And the second question is, who are the people I need most? There are many people in our kingdom, but which people should I believe? Which people should I listen? And the last question is, what affairs are important? So the king will be having many works to do. Among them, the least what the work he is having, in that how to select that this particular work is very important. How to select, how to judge that this work I should do very important. I should do it first. I should finish it first. How should I judge that one? So these were the questions asked to hermit by the king. But hermit did not answer. Now let's see what happens next. You can see in the second part, the king turned round and saw the bearded man. When the king was asking the questions to the hermit, the king saw that one man is running very fast towards him, and he was bleeding. He got wounds in his stomach and he is injured. The bleeding is coming from his stomach and he is holding very tight to his stomach and is running towards the king. When the king saw the bearded man is running very fast to the king, they were shocked. Who is this person? And the person is injured and he is getting bleeding from his stomach. When the bearded man reaches to the king, almost he got fainted. The fainted means, you can see that in your textbook, that is lost unconscious. The person became unconscious and he fell down on the ground. He was injured, there was bleeding from his stomach, and he got fainted and he fell down on the ground. When the king saw that person was injured, immediately what he did, he removed the clothes of that bearded man. He saw that in his stomach there was injured, it was stabbed something, and its wounds were there and there was more bleeding. So immediately king, what he did, he removed his clothes and he wiped the bleeding. He saw the wounds on the stomach and he immediately he put some medicine and he hold it tightly on his stomach so that bleeding should stop. And whatever he needed to do, he did everything to save the life of the beard man. He dressed his wounds and with the help of hermit, he took that person, beard man, into the hut and he led that person to sleep on the bed. And he saw that the king was continuously observing that beard man if he get up so that he can give something or he can ask what happened to him. Even when he was fainted, the king took the beard man and he made him to drink the water. And after dressing his wound and all, he took him inside and made him to sleep. The king was very much tired of doing the work. He did the hermit's work. He digged 2 beds. Right. So king was also tired and it was almost evening. It was very dark. And as I told you that king came in the common dress. He did not bring his horse. Only one soldier was there who came with him, but he was standing somewhere far away. And he did not bring his horse also. It was almost dark. So king thought, so it is almost dark, he can't go back. It is better to sleep here only in the hermit's home only, and tomorrow he can go. And he was very much tired and he was taking care of that beard man also who was injured. He was waiting that the beard man should get up and tell him what has happened to him, from where he belongs and what is he, where, everything wanted to know the information about him. And he was taking care about that beard man. And he fall asleep. The king fall asleep in the hermit's home only. In the morning, when the king got up, he just recalled everything that, see, when we are in sleep, immediately when we get up, for the fractions of second, we will recall all the things what we did or the work what we have to do today. So when the king opened his eyes, he saw that environment is changed, means he was in hermit house. Then he recalled everything and he recalled that there was a beard man and he was injured and he was dressing to him. Then he went to that beard man and saw him. The beard man waked up and he asked sorry to the king. The king was shocked. Why this beard man is asking sorry for me? Then the king replied, I don't know you. Who are you and why are you asking sorry for me? What is the reason to ask sorry for me? Yesterday we saw you, you were running towards us and you were injured. We dressed your wounds and we made you to sleep here. And how are you now? Whether you are okay, whether you need something more treatment or any medicine. This treatment, this was questions asked by the king to the beard man. But the beard replied only one line, that is sorry. The king was shocked. Why this beard man is asking sorry? Then when he asked him what is the reason to ask sorry, the beard man said that he is the enemy of the king. The beard man was the enemy of the king. Why? Because he told the king that he has put into death to his brother and seized his property. So what happened? Even the king did not defeat the another person, they will capture all their properties, right? So the same work was happened, and this beard man was the brother of that killed person, and he told that he is the enemy of the king and he came here to kill the king. The beard man told that he came to know that king is going to meet hermit, and that too alone in the forest. And that was a good time to kill the king. So he made a plan to kill the king. But by the meanwhile, what happened? The king stood in the hermit home. He was busy in the digging the beds and he was busy in asking the question to hermit. And by the time it was too long, it was too late. And when the beard man was waiting so that king should return back and he can kill him, by that time what happened? the soldier of the king, he saw the bearded man, he understood that there is something wrong with him, and he started fighting with him, and he stabbed him in the stomach. For that he was injured, and he came running towards the king. But here what happens, the king took care of that bearded man, he helped him, he injured his injury, he gave medicine to him, and he saved his life. After seeing that, the bearded man felt pity, and he asked sorry for the king, saying that he was the enemy and he came there to kill the king. And even he told that he has killed his brother and seized the property. For that the king replied, that he promised the bearded man that he will give back his property. And even the bearded man told that, sorry that I had made a plan to kill you, but you saved my life. So hereafter I will be your faithful servant. The bearded man promised the king that he will be his faithful servant. Even he will order his son to follow the same. After his death, after the death of this bearded man, even his son will become the servant of the king, because the king has saved the bearded man. And the enmity what was there in the heart of that bearded man, it went off, and he became the servant of the king, just because he saved his life. The bearded man came to kill the king, but king has saved the life of that bearded man. For that purpose, the bearded man said, I will repeat the lines for you, just check it in your textbook. I am that enemy of yours. I saw revenge on you. This bearded man had sowed revenge, that because he had killed his brother, he sowed the revenge that he will kill the king. Because you put my brother into death and seized my property. For that is the reason the bearded man came to kill the king. And now I wish to kill you, and you have saved my life. Now if I live, I will serve you as your faithful servant, and will order my son to do the same. So these are the lines told by the servant, that he said that he was the brother of that and he sowed the revenge that he is going to kill the king, because the king has killed his brother and seized the property. But when he came to kill the king, it happened something different. Instead, the king saved the life of that bearded man, and he gave medicine for his injury. So the bearded man told that, if I live, if I become all right, I will serve you as your faithful servant, and even I will order my sons to follow the same. And in return, even the king promised that he will return back his seized property. So this was a conversation between the king and the bearded man. Then later what happened is, the king became very much happy that he made peace with his enemy. Though king will be having many enemies, they will be doing battles, they will be killing each other, they will be defeating each other, they will be having more enemies. And the king became happy that he has made peace, he has done friendship with his enemy. He became happy for that. Then later on what happened? For the final time, for the last time, the king asked the hermit, dear hermit, from yesterday I am requesting you to answer these 3 questions, but you did not answer. Now it's time now. I have to move back to my kingdom, because many people are waiting for me. I have to do many works over there. Correct? So for the last time I am requesting you, dear hermit, please answer me these 3 questions. Then what is the reply given by the hermit? See there. You have already been answered, said the hermit. He told that already you have been answered. Then king became shocked. how it is you did not speak a single word and now you are saying that you are already answered. You did not answer for me for these 3 questions. Instead I did your all work. Then also did not answer. Then the hermit said, you have already been answered. When the king asked how it is possible, when did I get the answer? The hermit explained him very nicely that you can see there. If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone back and that man would attack you and killed you. If yesterday the king would not stayed here in his house, he would have gone back and that person who was waiting to kill, that beard man, would have attacked him and would have killed. And the most important time was you stayed with me. So, and I was the important person, you did good for me. And the most important business was afterwards when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were carrying that person. Because if you had not dressed his wound, he would have died without making peace with you. If that beard person, when he came runningly to the king, if the king had not taken care of that beard person, he would have died. And this king would have not made peace with that beard man. So that was the important work you did. So he was the most important man. What you did for him was the most important business. So that was the important man, and the work, the caring what you did, that was the important business. And how you are answered, that also he explained. The hermit told the king that you have already been answered. How he has been answered already, that also explanation he has given very clearly. You can see your textbook, the last paragraph. The most, here you can write down and just see here. The most important time is now. It is the only time we have any power to act. So he asked him, how can I learn the right thing to do at the right time? That was the question asked by the king. And the reply is, the most important time is now. The now particular moment what you are having, that is the important time. Because once the time is past, it will not come back. Right? So the important time is now. And it is the only time we have any power to act. If you are not doing your work according to exact that time, if you miss the time, finish. You can't do anything. For example, see, the students, they will write the exam. They will be having duration of 3 hours. Correct? If the student did not take use of 3 hours properly, they will miss the time, they will miss the marks, they will miss the percentage, and sometimes they may get fail also. Correct? That is that very important time what they have to make it use of. So the hermit says, the important time is now. For each and every person, the particular work what they are doing, if they don't do in that particular, if they don't make use of that time properly, it will not come back. Yes, we can purchase anything, but we cannot purchase the time back. Can we go and purchase, give me 1 hour? Can you say that I want to go back yesterday and complete that my work and come back? Not possible. Once it is gone, is gone. So the hermit explained very beautifully, said that the important time is now. Now in present what you are doing, that is the important work, and do it correctly, successfully. Right? So he said that it is the only time we have any power to act. So this is the answer for that question. How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? So the particular moment what you are, that is the important time, and that is the only time you have the power to act. Once it is past, you can't do anything. The next question, what was the next question of the king? That is, who are the people I need most? There are many people. Who are the people I should believe and I should need them? I should listen to them. I should means I can discuss anything with them. Who are that correct person? For that it is the most necessary person is the person you are with the particular moment. Who is the exact person is the person with whom you are now in the particular moment. Why? Because once if you do not treat the person properly, for example, you are going to meet your friend, okay, you are meeting a friend. If you don't have the good time, the happy time or the peaceful time with that person, then it is no use, because you don't know what will happen in the future. The life may get end now also. You may not get the chance to meet that person the next time. Correct? Who knows the future? Correct? The person, the particular time with the, see here, the person you are with the particular moment. Means the person whom you meet in your life, you should do good to them. Good. You always should be good to that person. You should always be in the positive manner with that person. Because if you hurt that person, the meeting is meaningless. And you will not come to know whether you are going to meet the same person for the next time. God knows if the life ends and you may not get the chance to meet the person, what to do. Correct? So whenever you are with the person in that particular moment, you should be good at him or her. You should do good to that person. Then the last question is, what affairs are most important? There are many works. In that work, which work is very important? That was the question asked by the king, and the answer given by the hermit is, the most important business is to do that person good, because we were sent to this world for that purpose alone. I repeat once again, the important business is to do that the person good, because we were sent to this world for that purpose alone. So what is the important time, what is the important affairs, what is the important work I have to do, asked by the question by the king is, the important work is to do good to others, because that is the only purpose we are sent to the world. If you do anything wrong, if you do anything hurt to people, it's not good. You may not get the chance to meet the person for the second time. See, the wounded person, when he came, if the king had not done the dressing and not given the treatment, he would have died and would have not paid the peace also. Correct? So if he has done good to him, so only there was a compromise between the beard man and the king. So it is that was one example, but in our real life, that is, we should do good to the people. That is the only important work we have to do. That is the only important business of ours we have to do. That we have to do good to the others. The first answer is, the important time is now. Now, particular moment what you are doing work, you do it very sincerely. You do it very hard work, so that you can get success in that. If you miss the time, finish, you can't bring it back. Correct? Even you won't get the success also in that. So whatever you have planned to do the work for this particular moment, you do it now only. Don't keep it for pending. So don't waste the time. The particular moment what you are having now, you act on that, because that is only the power you are having time to act. Once you delay, it's finished. And the important person is the person with whom you are in that particular moment. He is the important person. You should listen, you should understand, you should convince, you should make them happy. You should show your positive happiness, you should give positive thinking, encouraging. Such things you have to do. That is the important person in your life, because you don't know whether you are going to meet that person, whether that person is going to meet you for this next time. You don't know the future. So the particular moment with whom you are, that is the important person. And what is the important work? The important work is to do good to others. That is the very important work. What we have to do is to do good to others. That is the only purpose for which we are sent to the world by the God. Correct. So once again I will repeat the questions of the king and the answer given to king here. That is, what is the right time to begin something? Yes, that was the first question. The answer to that is, the right time to do something is now. Now what you are doing, do it correctly. That is the correct time. You are not supposed to wait for the right time. It will come tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next month, next year. No. What time you are having now, you start the work and do it sincerely. That is the correct time. Now is the correct time to begin the something. Correct? What is the second question there? Which people should he listen to? That was the second question. That is, the person with whom you are now in this particular moment, that person is very much important to you. You have to listen, understand, convince, encourage, make him happy. That is the important, because you don't know that person will come back and meet you again. You don't know future whether you are going to meet that person for the next time. So now, for the particular moment with whom you are supposed to take care of that person and do good to that person. Then next, what is the important thing for him to do? That is, what is the most affair? What is important? That is, doing good to others is the important affair and important work for him, which he has to do. Everything is important. In that, doing good to others is very important. So these are the questions and these are the answers in the lesson. These are the questions asked by the king and these are the answers given by the hermit. And now, after listening this and after helping the bearded man, after making peace with him, after forgiving him, okay, and after giving back his seized property, the peaceful compromise what had happened, the enmity what was there, it was gone and they have become friends, and that bearded man has become servant to him. Even he ordered his son to follow the same. After seeing all this and after getting the answer from the hermit, the king was satisfied. He was happy and he was satisfied for his answers now. And now the king is going to follow the same instruction given by the hermit. That is, now is the particular moment he has to do the work. He has to start his work, he has to do his work very sincerely and should not waste the time. That he has understood by his first question. Second question is, the important person is with whom you are in this particular moment. Because if you don't give the positive attitude to that person, friendly conversation, you may not get the chance to meet. You may not get, because you don't know anything about the life. The life may get end now also. You are going to meet that person tomorrow again. We don't know. So now with whom you are supposed to do good for them. Then what is the important work? The important work is doing good to others is very important work in our life. That is the important work for which we are sent to the world by the God. So these are the questions and answers in this lesson. The question asked by the king and the answer given by the hermit. So it's a beautiful lesson written by Leo Tolstoy. Hope you understood the summary, and if you get any doubts regarding this lesson, you can drop the message, read the lesson once again, underline the difficult words, check the difficult words, the meanings are given there in the left side over there, and try to imagine the story of the king and the hermit. And try to understand, to apply these answers in your life, that the important time is now. Okay, the important person is the person with whom you are in that particular moment. And the important work is doing good to others. If we apply this, all the answers in our life, definitely we are going to become a good person. definitely we are going to become a popular and successful person. Hope you understood this lesson. Read the lesson once again. Till then, we will meet you in the next class with the new lesson. Okay, till then, take care. Thank you.